Hello, this edition of Pick of the Commonwealth comes from Freetown, the capital of Sierra Leone. My name is Robin White. Freetown should be one of the world's most impressive and prettiest capitals. It has the third largest natural harbour in the world. Wooded hills rise spectacularly out of the sea. Vegetables and fruit grow in abundance. The views are glorious. Alas, Freetown is no longer glorious. Since independence, Sierra Leone has been brought to its knees by a series of corrupt and inept governments, both military and civilian. Then, of course, there was a brutal 10-year civil war which left thousands of people dead or mutilated, their land and their property in ruins. The scars are everywhere, even in Freetown, which was invaded and burnt by rebels. For years the capital was without light. Only intervention by a West African peacekeeping force and the United Nations has brought a kind of stability. The city is returning to normal, but it's a dirty, smelly, congested normality. And life for most of Freetown's citizens is a very hard daily grind. Water is scarce, electricity spasmodic. According to UN statistics, Sierra Leonians are now the poorest people in the world.
One day, better get fucking one day, no matter how long you get for
My guide to this noisy city is Eliha Noah, a student at the University of Flora Bay and a broadcaster at the college's successful radio station, Radio Mount Oriole. For her, there are a lot of good things to say about the city and its people.
What I like about Freetown is the people's hope. People are actually looking out to better days. And then, of course, I like the fact that I can go to bed at night and not be afraid of being shot, even though we've just come from a war. Of course, we have crime rate, but it's not very high. And then when the lights came on in December, you would imagine we've been living for years without light. I just loved it.
And what are the bad things about Freetown?
Bad things. Well, of course, traffic. We do not have enough roads. The cars just don't move. I hate that. And then in between this traffic, you have this huge pile of garbage that you have to cope with.
What are the languages of Freetown?
Freetown, Creole. Mm-hmm. Everyone talks Creole. Mm-hmm. That's broken English. Everyone talks Creole in Freetown. If you go into a Fula setting, a community where you have Fulas, you'll find people talking Fula or Mende or Timini, whatever. But when you get into a Poda Poda, that's the local Mindi boss, everyone talks Creole and you can say anything and everybody will understand what you're saying.
What about you? How many languages do you speak?
Of course, I speak Creole. I understand to some extent Timini, and I grasp some words from the Mende.
Which is your favorite language?
My favorite language, incidentally, I wouldn't like to say, because it's French.
Really?
One day, better get fucking one day.
We set off in search of garbage. It's not hard to find. Freetown citizens are encouraged to leave it at strategic places so that city council trucks can pick it up. The trucks are nowhere to be seen. There's a decent pile of garbage.
Yes, that's exactly what I was telling you about. Now that is a garbage site. Mm-hmm. And so you see, normally people are supposed to take their garbage there. Mm-hmm. Now the garbage is there, but it will be there again for the next week or two, perhaps a month.
Do you get rats?
Of course, we have rats as big as cats. And of course, all the other health problems associated with garbage. Malaria, mosquitoes as big as flies. It's not good for the people, and it's not good for the country.
One day, better get fucking one day.
So we're heading where now?
Belgium.
Belgium?
Yes, this is where you get second-hand wares. Some say they do get it by dubious means, crime. But it reflects the youth problem that we have here in Sierra Leone.
Why do they call it Belgium?
Well, Well, because we have a lot of second-hand gas coming in from Belgium, the real Belgium, and it's just been given the name Belgium to reflect on the fact that most of what we have here are second-hand gas. Some of it has been stolen. Normally, criminals bring their wares down here, but this reflects the unemployment problem we have right here in Sierra Leone.
And there's a terrible traffic jam.
Yeah, it's a terrible traffic jam around here.
Always.
Always.
Will people talk to us?
I suppose. Let's see if we can get someone from over there.
Okay.
Okay, Robin, he's the chairman of the Belgium Sellers Association. Hello, and what's the name again?
My name is Ose Davis.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Davis.
Same to me also.
How is life here?
Well, life is going smooth. Normally we usually buy and sell. People come with their second-hand goods and we buy and sell them. Yes, to make profits. That's the way we survive.
Some people say that a lot of the things that are sold here have been stolen.
No, that's not true.
Not true?
Yes.
Are you sure they haven't been stolen?
Yes, they are not stolen property. All of them are genuine things. Yes. We usually go down to the quay and get some of goods we used to sell.
But how would you know whether something had been stolen or not?
Well, usually when people came with their property, we usually ask them where they get them. If we not come with receipt, we won't buy it.
But some say you can buy a mobile phone here so cheaply that it must be stolen.
No. That is not true.
Yeah.
Yes, we all usually buy mobile phone with receipts. All of our things we get receipts. Yes.
So everybody here is an honest person?
Yes, because everybody has his membership card and ID card.
Yeah.
Yes. People think that we are all bad people, but we normally do genuine business. Yes.
Are you a good person?
Yes, sir.
Are you a good person?
Yes, sir.
How about you?
Yes, sir.
What about you?
Yes.
You've never stolen anything?
Not ever.
You sure?
Yes.
Anybody stolen anything here?
No.
No, of course not. We believe you.
Just patient, keep faith and pray.
Now let's walk down. This is Gloucester Street. This is the former City Hall. It got burnt down in January 1999 when the rebels entered Freetown. It's really full of garbage. It's terrible. It's been used as a toilet. Sanitary conditions are appalling. And perhaps the mayor will tell us what's the position of the reconstruction of this building. But as damaged as it is, I wonder if it can ever be rehabilitated.
The acting mayor, Herbert Williams, has not been in his job very long. In fact, he's standing in for his boss, who was forced out of office after a scandal. He acknowledges the depths of the problems Freetown faces.
Well, the city at this point in time is in a kind of disarray. The city is overcrowded. Lawlessness also is pervading the city, and there are a lot of work to be done here.
Do you like the place?
The place as it is a beautiful place, but because of the inadequacies of the utilities we're using in the city, that is why we're having a lot of problems.
Freetown now has light. How big a breakthrough has that been for the people?
It is a massive breakthrough because we have been in darkness for decades, and now we're having lights, and it's good for us.
Now, we've just, on the way here, we walked past the old City Hall. Terrible state, full of garbage, people squatting there. Is that going to be refurbished, or is it gone?
No, yesterday we just signed the contract to demolish it, and the process will start in about a week and a half. The demolition process will start.
And will you build a new one?
Definitely, we will build a new one.
In the same place?
In the same place with parking lots, 2-story downwards. We want to build parking lots there so that could serve us for economic purpose as well.
Yourself, looking forward, are you depressed by the struggles ahead, or you think you're going to solve all the problems?
Well, life is full of challenges. I'm not seeing them as a problem. I'm seeing them as challenges, and the challenges are high, but they're not insurmountable.